I caught my fiancé on a dating site, or did I? Am I the a-hole for catfishing my fiancé after finding his dating profile? I'm a 30-year-old woman, and my fiancé and I had been together for a year and a half. We had recently moved in together, and everything had seemed to be going well. But over the last few weeks, something changed. He became distant. Whenever I asked if something was wrong, he told me he was just stressed. Work had been overwhelming, and his car had recently broken down, adding even more pressure. He reassured me everything was fine. The problem was, I had been cheated on in a past relationship, so even though he kept telling me nothing was wrong, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. Eventually, I decided to investigate. I didn't go through his phone. I didn't log into his accounts. Instead, I made a fake profile on a popular dating site to see if he had an account, and I found him. Not only was his profile there, but it showed he had been online just a few days earlier. My heart sank. I didn't know what to think. Do I confront him? Do I end the engagement? Can this relationship even be saved? Or am I overreacting? After taking a closer look, I noticed something strange. Almost every photo on the profile was old. I could confidently say that 8 out of the 9 pictures were taken before we ever started dating. That made me wonder. Maybe this wasn't an active dating profile after all. Maybe he had simply forgotten it existed. Or maybe someone had somehow accessed the account. I still wasn't convinced either way, so I decided it was time to either confront him or catfish him. The comments were completely divided. One commenter said, "Don't marry someone who's still out there dating. If you confront him, he'll probably make excuses. Test him on the site and see if he's actually active." I replied that I had already texted an old high school friend he had never met to ask if I could use her pictures for the fake account. Another commenter completely disagreed. They said catfishing was immature and suggested I simply print out the profile and ask him to explain. According to them, if it wasn't really him, he'd be shocked. If it was him, his reaction would tell me everything I needed to know. I replied that I knew the profile belonged to him because all of the interests, favorite foods, movies, music, and life goals matched perfectly. The only thing I couldn't tell was when he had actually written it. Then another commenter admitted they would probably catfish too. They said they'd never stop wondering if they didn't know for sure. That was enough to convince me. So, I did it. I made the fake account and waited. A little while later, something unexpected happened. His profile disappeared completely. Now I was even more confused. Did he panic because another woman had messaged him, or had something else happened? Either way, I knew I couldn't avoid the conversation anymore. I decided I'd confront him as soon as he got home from work. Make sure you follow for more videos posted daily. Update: 4 days later, I finally talked to him. As soon as he got home, I showed him the screenshot of the dating profile and asked him what was going on. His explanation caught me completely off guard. He told me he had been hanging out with one of his coworkers. The coworker was trying to figure out how to use that same dating website and asked for help. Since my fiancé had made an account years earlier, back in 2013, he logged into his old profile to see if he could help. But so much had changed that he couldn't really figure it out either. So he logged back out and forgot about it. A few days later, he received an email saying someone had messaged his account. That someone was actually my fake profile. Thinking it was a legitimate message, he logged back in and decided it was finally time to delete the old account completely. Then he offered to prove everything. He opened his email and showed me every notification from the dating site. The only recent message on the account was from my fake profile. While we were looking through his email together, he also realized he still had an old account on another dating site. Without me even asking, he logged into that one too and deleted it right in front of me. At that point, I confessed. I admitted I had been the one who created the fake account and catfished him. To my surprise, he wasn't angry. He said he completely understood why I'd been worried because of my history of being cheated on. He actually blamed himself for becoming distant and not realizing how that might affect me. I apologized for not trusting him. He apologized for not deleting those old dating profiles years ago. Together, we agreed to have an open phone, email, and social media policy if either of us ever found ourselves in another trust but verify situation. In the end, nobody had been cheating. Nobody was secretly dating. It turned out to be one huge misunderstanding that was solved with an honest conversation. So tell me, am I the a-hole?